Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and that takes care of everything. Swimming has become such a tough process that there are steps along the way that you must take. You can miss a 3-month step and it can put you a year behind. I'm like a parent. I want them to sleep, want them to eat right, all that kind of stuff.
Before winning 15 national championships, Eddie Reese began his career in 1965.
My first coaching job was I taught physical education and coached high school swimming in Roswell, New Mexico. And teaching physical education in the elementary school has more than qualified me to coach college swimmers. When I went to Auburn and was head coach, that opened my eyes to all the aspects of coaching. The paperwork involved, all the communication from admissions to recruits and everybody in between. You had to get that right, and I had to learn quickly. You can feel the difference better than even I can see it.
Reese took over a struggling Auburn program and led them to 4 consecutive top 10 finishes at the NCAA championships during his 6 years there. That caught the eye of Darrell Royal in 1979.
I had been an avid admirer of Darrell Royal from afar. When I was at Auburn, Sports Illustrated had something about Darrell in it very often, and so when I flew in to interview for the job on a Sunday afternoon, Darrell picked me up, and I got in the car and I said, "You guys are really serious about this, aren't you?" He said, "Well, why do you say that?" And I said, "I know you would a lot rather be playing golf." And he just laughed and said, "For sure." He took me to Cisco's for breakfast, and I was sold. You throw in the pool in Cisco's, Migas, it was all over.
After 43 seasons at Texas, Reese shares stories of the swimmers he's trained and the first banner raised for swimming at UT.
1981, the NCAAs were here. Probably one thing that sticks in my mind, the very first session, we were in the not very good category. And I went in and afterwards talked a little bit loudly to them. I don't usually do that. And we came back that night. We almost didn't have to swim the last day. We were winning by so much. Anybody that succeeds at a high level, whether it's Olympic trials, Olympics, or NCAAs, are competitive. 80% of the good athletes like to win. 20% of them hate to lose. 95% of every Olympic team comes from the hate to lose group. If there's a way to determine that, those are the guys I want. Aaron Pearsall, he was very, very quiet, but had to be in the top 0.1% when it comes to being competitive. In the Beijing Olympics, Aaron, in the prelims of the 100 back, his feet were sliding down the block. I could see him as the guy said, "Take your mark." And you can't fall back, it's a false start. So he just slipped down the block, got a terrible start, qualified away from the fastest guy. And he just came up to me and said, "I'm a lot better when I'm next to the fastest guy." Are we gonna write a book after this?
A crowning moment. National champions, the Texas Longhorns. Congratulations to Coach Reese.
Despite being one of the most accomplished coaches in the NCAA in any sport, the accolades were never Reese's motivation.
I've never been one for awards or trophies. I really value the relationships I have with the people on the team, people who've been on the team, people I've met through the sport, and that's got to be the most important thing. I've been around on this earth long enough to know why we're here. We're just here to help each other. When I retire, most important thing would be for people to say that I was fair and of course funny, and that I cared more about them than about myself for swimming.